What's going on, YouTube? We're back with episode 85 of this Genshin Impact playthrough. After 1.5 dropped, we're still on this Zhongli story quest. Next up, we have to rendezvous with Kunjun and continue on to Nantianmen to see if we can rescue the final 3 miners. Let's go. Looks like we've reached Nantianmen. Kunjun, is that you? Yeah.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment.
Is there a pattern to it?
Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Head to the ancient tree and investigate. Alright, we're here at the big blue tree. What are we looking for? Is there something here?
Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there, too. Amazing!
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section.
Sure.
All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Yeah.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see.
Whoa, what just happened?
This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about.
Did you see anything?
Not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look?
You're sure there'll be clues in the tree?
If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea, Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
Where is Zhongli and what did he find? Hey, Zhong.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly. Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere to the gate.
So behind the seal, there's...
Uh-oh. They're coming after us.
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
Whoa. Oh, man. Is it sucking us in? Uh-oh. Whoa.
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge or sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall...
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Sealed Lord of Vishaps.
Stabilize! Riptide! Useless! Live! Feel this ancient power! Stabilize! Boring! Who's next?
Crumble!
Solidify!
Dang, he has a lot of
Push
HP.
Face me! Enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Coming to be!
Rats! You think you can destroy me?
Is he talking to Zhongli, I guess?
Stabilize!
Woo! He is quite powerful.
Solidify! Live! Yeah! 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 Boring! Coming to be! Stabilize!
Detestable!
Burst forth! Gather!
Keeps going underground. I don't think we can really hurt him when he's underground.
Experience an eon of suffering!
Solidify!
There is no atonement for
Useless!
1,000-year pain!
You can run, but you can't hide! Yeah! Stabilize! Coming to be!
Cowardly insects!
Useless!
years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Azhdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Azhdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Whoa, he changed.
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Azhdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage.
Then, which one is the real Azhdaha?
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Azhdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Azhdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Azhdaha.
So there are two Azhdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
What tale?
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Azhdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories.
Erosion?
Erosion ground Azhdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Azhdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm, why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion, but it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azhdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
No! No!
I am the remnants of Azhdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No, no! It is I, Azhdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Eroded?
Are you satisfied, Azhdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days.
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Azhdaha. This... I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Whoa, okay. So we defeated Azhdaha, who I guess is an old friend of Zhongli. That's kind of neat. I guess it's time to exit.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
Uncle Dai's here.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Azhdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Azhdaha, I am no longer the Geo-Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm, did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, god of contracts. I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Azhdaha.
My life is at an end. I will join the eternal flow of time. And you, Morax, you will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
So is this the real Kunjun?
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa, that was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun.
But what about Azhdaha? He was a great friend of yours.
He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail, down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot.
The power of erosion is scary.
Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire.
Is that why you chose to leave?
Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the natural order of this world. But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Hold on. I want to ask you something.
Oh? About what?
About my sister.
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for.
My sibling.
Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Azhdaha? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
I believe you.
Would you be ready to find out?
Perhaps.
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
And there we go. Quest completed. Wow, that was a great story quest for Zhongli. We fought Azhdaha, saved the miners. Thank you for watching, everyone. Wow, I'm impressed. The stories have really progressively gotten really good. Tip of the hat to Genshin and MiHoYo. I think we're going to end this episode here. And I'll see you guys next episode. Take it easy.